Have you ever been watching a college football game, a huge play happens, and then suddenly a yellow flag flies? It can be really frustrating when a big gain gets called back, especially for a penalty that seems a bit mysterious. One of the most common and often debated flags thrown is for offensive holding. So, how do officials call offensive holding? Simply put, an offensive holding penalty is called when an offensive player illegally grabs, hooks, or restricts a defensive player's movement in a way that gives their ball carrier or passer an unfair advantage. When a referee spots this, they will throw a yellow flag and signal holding by extending one arm straight out with the fist clenched, grasping the wrist. The core of offensive holding isn't just about physical contact, it is about restriction. Officials are specifically looking for what the rulebook calls material restriction. This means the offensive player's action actually hinders the defensive player from doing their job, whether that is tackling the ball carrier, rushing the passer, or covering a receiver. A quick, momentary grab that does not affect the defender's ability to make a play often goes uncalled. Key indicators for officials include a defensive player being pulled backward or to the side against their will, losing their balance because of an offensive player's grip, or having their jersey stretched by an illegal hold. The officials are positioned to see these subtle interactions along the line of scrimmage and downfield. They observe the defender's reaction more than just the initial contact. As a fan, understanding this helps you spot it too. Watch the defender, not just the offensive lineman. If the defensive player appears to be struggling to free themselves, or if their path to the ball is clearly altered by an opponent's grasp, it is likely a hold. Offensive players often try to hide their holds, using a quick grab and releases or leveraging a defender without fully extending their arms. But if that momentary contact materially restricts the defender, a flag can still be thrown. A key distinction officials make is between incidental contact and material restriction. Incidental contact, like a brief touch while players are moving, is usually overlooked. However, if that contact, even for a second, causes the defensive player to stumble or lose their ability to attack the ball or ball carrier, it becomes a material restriction and a foul. The officials are trained to look beyond just the hands and see the overall effect on the defensive player's movement and balance, often calling it when a defender is clearly prevented from reaching a specific area or making a play. By understanding that holding is about restricting a defender's movement and not just any contact, you will be able to follow the game with a much clearer picture. Next time that yellow flag flies for offensive holding, you will know exactly what the officials were seeing, making your viewing experience even more enjoyable and insightful.